Awareness Month. For us here at Joe FM, it's more than a campaign. It is a call to action, a reminder that early detection saves lives, and a celebration of courage and survival. So whilst we'll go about reminding you, we'll also celebrate our survivors, and we'll also encourage you to go out there, get breast exams done, or you can get a self-breast exam. Every year we dedicate this space to education, inspiration, and life-changing conversations. And this morning we're honored to begin with two remarkable women. Primrose, who I met earlier on this morning, a breast cancer survivor whose story embodies strength and resilience. And you will remember Dr. Grace Buckman from last year and the year before and the year before and the year before. Medical Director at Sonotech Medical and Diagnostic Center, who brings us professional guidance and clarity. We all need to make informed choices. So yes, we're going to start our chats in a little bit. Together we can spread hope, we can fight fear, and remind one another that awareness is the first step towards saving lives. So, well, first of all, good morning to Primrose and good morning to you, Dr. Buckman. It's good to see you both. I like the pink. It's going. It's pink.
Good morning, Doreen. I know, right? In October, we go pink.
Yes,
it's pink. Pink October.
Yeah, pink October. And the men are also welcome to wear it because, hey, men also get breast cancer. And so we're also spreading that message and trying to get people aware. Breast aware is what we're trying to do. I'd like to start with Primrose real quick, looking nice and pretty this morning. We'd like to just, take a quick look back at the moment you were diagnosed and what the experience was like for you, if you can briefly share that with us.
Okay. Thank you, Doreen.
You're welcome.
So for me, I have a family history, and so I had a fair idea what breast cancer was all about. And so when I got diagnosed, I was someone who was very particular about doing my self-examination every month. And so one of the months I realized I had a lump, so I had to go. The first check, when I went to the hospital, they were telling me, then I was in my period, so I was told it was just one of the, breast tissue, so it was nothing. But then later, the lump was getting bigger, so it was alarming. So I had to change the hospital. And when I went, the doctor suspected it was breast cancer, but then had to do a biopsy.
Right.
So when the result came out, it was confirmed it was cancer. It was hard. It was hard to take in. It was because I'd seen how my
family
mom
members, right,
experienced the breast cancer, what she went through, and realizing I was going to go through that same experience was tough.
Right.
Was tough. Yeah.
What keeps you going through the tough times and the treatments and your recovery process?
What kept me going? I would say it's the grace of God, and the fact that as at that time there are a lot of people invested in my journey.
Right.
I had family, I had friends, I had people that were concerned and wanted me to make it.
Right.
So I couldn't just let them down.
True.
And even though it was hard for me, at a point I wanted to give up, I was looking at the fact that people were invested and I couldn't let them down. And that was what got me through.
Yeah, so your friends, the support base made you stronger.
Yes.
Fantastic, yeah. This morning when I was trying to, read up and get ready for the show, I realized that support base came out quite a lot in my research. And I thought maybe later on this month, we should also throw a little bit more light on support, because that helps. Like you were saying, your support helped you. What message would you like to give to anyone listening to us right now, especially those who are probably afraid to get a breast screening? Some people, they probably try and then they probably say, maybe I mean to me, no. And then it's like, oh, I won't even bother going to the hospital. What would you like to say to them?
We've always been preaching that early detection saves life. And I'm sure if I had not detected mine earlier and then gotten the necessary treatment, I would be sitting here.
Right.
So just put away your fears. Get it checked. And it's not every lump that's in the breast that is breast cancer. So just get it checked, whether breast cancer or not. Let the doctors give you that feedback, then you know you are safe,
right,
or not,
right.
And then give you, if you have the breast cancer, they give you the appropriate treatment plan.
Right.
You follow through to the end, and you will survive.
Just like Primrose, pretty looking, and she's here, and we're grateful to God for your life. And
Sure.
I'm sure also that during the month we will also come to you to help us, encourage us, because that's what we need. We all need that encouragement to say, go and get tested. If anybody, comes up positive, this is what we can do to help you stay alive.
Sure.
Let me quickly switch to Dr. Grace Buckman. It's good to see you this time around. So does it mean that, hey, I only see you in October? No.
It's not good.
It's not good.
It's not good. This year we have to change.
I have to see you more often and not wait till October, but it's good to see you. Let's talk briefly about early detection as to it being so important.
Okay. Thanks again, not to just Doreen, but to the entire team here at Joy FM. I think we've had a very remarkable partnership over the years, and through this partnership, we've been able to reach out to more people. Every year, we are reminded of how important early detection is. I mean, Primrose mentioned the fact that she was constantly checking, so she noticed the changes early. When we talk about breast cancer, it starts very silently. So, I mean, you are on your normal errands every day thinking, oh, I'm okay. But for all you know, something has started in the breast without you realizing it.
Right.
And it's actually at that point that will be good for us to detect something, the changes in the breast, because at that point there are a lot of treatment modalities that can be put in place to help you out. There are usually 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 stages of breast cancer. The early stages are stages 1 and 2. Stages 3, 4 are the late stages. For instance, if you take a stage 4, it's when the cancer cells have spread from your breast to other organs, so to your brain, to your lungs, to your liver, to your bones. At this point, treatment becomes very, very difficult. Most of the times, it's just a small percentage that might survive that period. And, everything becomes difficult in terms of finances. Cost of treatment at that point is even more difficult, especially in our country where already we're struggling with, financing some of these processes. It's very urgent. We encourage our people to be doing the screening so that if you have to be detected, diagnosis of breast cancer is diagnosed early. So, for instance, the WHO advises countries that we should push to have 60% of our cases being diagnosed either at a stage 1 or a stage 2. But unfortunately, we're still having more than 70-80% of our cases here in Ghana being diagnosed at the late stages.
Right.
And at that point, there's really not much that can be done to help. When you are diagnosed early, so many things can be done, and then you survive like how Primrose survived. Yeah.
And what are some of the most important lifestyle choices people should adopt to reduce the risk of breast cancer? Because I want to jump to this because then, first of all, we got to encourage them to get to do a self breast exam or go to the hospital and get it checked. But there are also important things that we can also do by ourselves so that we can cut down the risk.
Yeah.
So
when it comes to breast cancer, risk reduction is very important. However, we are always reminded that irrespective, about 50% of the cases that we see have no risk. Just the mere fact that you're a woman, you are increasing in age, just that alone puts you at risk.
Right.
So although we talk about risk reduction strategies, it doesn't mean that if you do these things, then your lifetime you are not going to get breast cancer. We need to put that out. However, there are a few things we can do. Checking our diet, exercising. Exercise really helps, not just with breast cancer, but a lot of other cancers. And when it comes to breastfeeding, like breastfeeding your child at least 2 years, some of these practices help. When it comes to breast cancer, there's really not much, if I should say, that you can do. So there are some disease processes that we really hammer on risk reduction. To some extent, our exercising, our dieting, general healthy living practices, but that will not solve the problem. So as we still do that, there is a need for us to do a monthly breast self-exam. The best way is to always check your breast. Know what your normal is. That's the best prevention or the best tool we can like actually put out. Because once I know how my breast feels
like,
every single month, if there is any change like she did,
you would know.
I would know.
Yeah.
You know, so that's one of the most important messages we want to push out. Just feel it, just check it every single month. If there are any changes, then you can pick it up early, and then I'll let your doctor.
Right. So, well, we're just trying to launch it. I'm sure we will spend a lot more time going through the different processes, how you can do a self-breast exam at home, which hospitals or clinics you can go to, get examined. And I'm sure there are special initiatives too that you would like to roll out. So if there are any simple things that we should be looking out for in this Pink October campaign month, we'd like for you to share it and then launch our Breast Cancer Awareness Month for us.
So like we do at Sonotech for some years now, our facilities in Suejo, in Tema, in Osudox for Street Mall, in West Hills Mall, our facilities are open for people to come in. We'll be having the free breast exam happening the whole of the month. After the free breast exam, if you have to do a mammogram, you get a 20% discount on the mammogram. If you have to do a breast ultrasound, you get a 50% on the breast ultrasound. We have a few numbers of free mammograms and free ultrasounds we can do as part of the campaign. So if truly you cannot afford a discounted amount, just talk to any of us when you come, and then we'll see how best we can help.
Fantastic.
And then we have a lot of places that we'll be going to do the screening as well. So we'll be sharing the list every week. There are different places that we'll be going. And then on 25th of October, we're joining the Breast Society of Ghana for Breast Cancer Health Awareness Walk, which starts at LWAC. So we're inviting the public to join so that we create awareness.
Right.
And then, of course, with Joy FM, we'll be doing our daily tips.
Exactly.
And we introduced this thing last year, the quiz. And I think last year, a number of people actually came, did their mammograms for free and had some small packages. So this year is on as well.
Right.
Every single Friday there will be some questions. So you need to pay attention to the tips.
Right.
Once you get the answers correct, we randomly select a few people, and then they would come in, have their free mammograms done. If you're a man and you win, you can let your wife or your sister or someone, come and do the mammogram.
Right.
So basically these are the strategies or the things we are pushing out to make sure that it's not just the awareness. We want to push people to action.
Right.
Because we talk about this every single year, but
we still have the problem.
We still have a problem.
Yeah.
People can rattle everything, but they are not actually doing what they are supposed to do. And
Right.
that's where the problem is. So
Right.
after the education, we're moving people to action.
Right. I'm sure there are also people listening now. For some people, they're just simply scared. And so they probably want to talk to somebody who could probably advise them or comfort them or, direct them to say, okay, calm down. This is what we can do to help. Is there a contact number that anybody listening to us today can call to say, oh, I need help with this, or can you show me this, or can you direct me here?
Yeah, definitely. So, you can always reach out to Sonotech on 0242 439 467.
Okay,
0242 439 467. 0242 439 467.
Okay, I'll
and then
keep the number here.
Yeah, we'll
and
definitely
we'll leave it online
Yeah.
as well. And
Yeah.
so we'll just leave you and Primrose to launch our Breast Cancer Awareness Month for us.
Okay, so on behalf of Joy FM, Joy 99.7 FM, Sonotech Medical Center, together with all the brave survivors out there, we duly launch Pinktober 2025 in the name of God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit.
Yay.
We can win the fight against breast cancer together.
Yeah, we can win this. Righto, so we just launched our Breast Cancer Awareness Month, Pinktober, pink. Yeah, make sure it's pink out there. We'll also later on tell you the significance of their pink ribbons that you probably will be wearing and buying. Now, some of these ribbons, you're supposed to just buy them, and the money goes to support the breast cancer patients, to help them along with their treatment, etc. And so we thank Dr. Grace Buckman, who you will be hearing from for the rest of the month. I'm sure Primrose will also be joining us later on in the month to also, share some encouragement with us. so that, we can also be strong and fight this, right? Well done, Primrose. We're very proud of you and we thank God for your life. And we're grateful to Dr. Buckman for coming out this morning. We look forward to seeing you again throughout the month. And so our Breast Cancer Awareness Month has been launched. Make sure your dial is on 99.7 FM to get details every weekday right here on the Cosmopolitan Mix. And if you are in doubt, you are in a little corner and you don't know who to speak to concerning breast cancer issues, call 0242 439 467 and we'll leave it at the front desk in case you need it. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you so much for having us.
Stay alive, keep alive, and keep Pinktober rolling, right? Thank you so much.